Hey, how are you? Good.
Lieutenant Coke, Southland Police Department. Something we can help you with?
No.
No?
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Coke with the Southland Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jackie.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around, like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or?
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say
government, one doesn't.
Well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you from Mississippi, or?
Oh, I'm not from the area. No.
Where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah.
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for.
The encounter begins calmly as a lieutenant approaches a man filming in a public area, questioning his activity. The cameraman identifies himself as an independent journalist gathering content, explaining that he is photographing license plates and vehicles for a story. While the officer remains polite, his curiosity quickly turns into scrutiny, especially when the journalist refuses to disclose personal details such as his origin or affiliation. The tone remains controlled, but an underlying tension begins to build as the officer attempts to understand the purpose behind the recording.
No, I don't have any ID on me, no.
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
anything,
no.
With your picture on it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of the state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who we got out and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me, and I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay. So
unless I committed a crime, no. Or
it's not necessarily you committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public. We usually, well, I say usually, we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via citation if they're made a traffic stop, or they call us out there, or we get a call from, say, City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates.
The situation shifts when the officer requests identification. The journalist refuses, stating clearly that he does not identify himself unless he is suspected of committing a crime. The officer explains that it is standard procedure to gather identifying information for documentation purposes. Despite this, the journalist stands firm, asserting his rights and emphasizing that policies do not override constitutional protections. The interaction becomes more rigid, with both individuals holding their ground, signaling the beginning of a deeper conflict between authority and personal freedom.
I'm going to ask you for your identification, so
Yeah.
if you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
My policy is I don't identify myself unless you
Then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording, I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
Why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here then. You're on.
So you're saying because I won't
I'm asking you to leave is what I'm asking you.
because I won't identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity? That's what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here, no?
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you don't want to give me that, so it's tit for tat.
But it's not a tit for tat.
Okay.
That's not very professional of you.
What's your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What's your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Where's your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless you suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that law.
No, you need reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to
You just
demand.
did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law, you know who I am.
All right.
Well, please.
One thing, if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department,
So
by all means,
this camera over here says law enforcement. Is that?
That's actually a personal tag.
So why does it say? Why would they do that?
Because they're police.
Preferential
Because
treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund. So when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for.
I can respect that. Yeah.
As the discussion continues, the officer escalates by asking the journalist to leave the area, suggesting that refusal to identify himself may lead to further action. The journalist challenges this, arguing that he is engaged in a lawful, constitutionally protected activity. He accuses the officer of acting unprofessionally and misunderstanding legal boundaries. The officer insists that his request is lawful, while the journalist counters with legal reasoning, creating a clear clash between interpretation of authority and individual rights.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my own marked unit, that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the
I'm
plain,
telling you right now,
it's the plain view doctrine. It's the plain view doctrine, correct? If you could see it, are you trespassing
What is your
into?
reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car?
Are you when you're on a traffic stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk? When you're at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight, do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Right. Anything you can see from public. Right. That's it. And if you see a drugs or a gun or a firearm from plain view,
what's the difference between you and me?
Nothing really.
Is there not? Because I have this on here, and it's also a safety
you have a badge
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a gun or an RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah,
you, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out there getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in public. They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to Walmart and do the same thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, so this is public property, sir. That's the difference. Okay. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look.
I understand what you're asking me, sir. I understand.
Every vehicle out here is for an officer.
I understand that.
Some of these are public cars. The people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's parked in it.
Right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
The focus shifts to the act of filming vehicles, particularly those parked in the area. The officer attempts to restrict the journalist from photographing certain cars, claiming they are private property, despite being visible in public. The journalist pushes back, invoking the plain view doctrine, arguing that anything visible from a public space can legally be recorded. The exchange becomes more technical, with both sides referencing legal concepts, but neither backing down, highlighting a growing divide in understanding of the law.
I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay, great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Seats are all beat up.
I'm talking to you.
I'm ignoring you.
Well, get out from the
No, thank you.
Get out. I don't care if you're recording. You're not
Who are you
supposed to be
talking to
here.
like
I'm
that?
talking to you. Get out from the. Stop looking into the officer's cars. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out from the car.
Get out from the sidewalk?
No, from the car. You were looking inside the car.
So?
You cannot be doing that.
Why not?
Stay away from here.
Is it against the law?
It is against the law. You thought you were looking inside the cars. I don't know if you want to vandalize. Stay away from the car, sir.
You don't know?
I don't care if you're recording. I'm recording too.
Okay, so let me get your card.
Well, get away from the cars and I give you a card. Well, I'm not.
It don't work like that.
Well, it doesn't work how you want to say it.
It does.
All right,
It does, because right now,
sir.
right now,
sir, I
ma'am,
don't care.
ma'am,
Sir, I don't care.
ma'am.
Sir, I don't
You came
care.
up to me to be disrespectful?
Sir, you looking
You came
inside
up-
the cars.
okay.
Why are you looking inside the cars?
I'm just gonna allow you to expose
Why are
yourself.
you looking inside
Go ahead,
the cars?
expose yourself.
Why are you like? I don't have
It doesn't matter why.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yes,
why.
it does.
No,
You're
it
not
doesn't.
supposed to do that.
Says who?
This is property. It's private property.
No, it's not.
NYPD. Yes, sir. Okay.
Who owns the NYPD?
You want to stay in the sidewalk?
Who owns the
Hey,
NYPD?
stay away from the car.
No, thank you.
My things are there. He's looking inside the
What's
car.
up, man? So what?
He was looking inside
State
the
of
car.
crime.
I don't know if he wants to break a window.
State of crime. State of crime.
I don't know.
State of crime.
Tension intensifies as the officer labels the journalist's behavior as suspicious, questioning his intentions and comparing his actions to potentially inappropriate conduct elsewhere. The journalist responds by pointing out the inconsistency, noting that law enforcement routinely observes and records public information. The conversation becomes more confrontational, with both sides raising their voices slightly. The officer appears increasingly frustrated, while the journalist remains assertive, determined to continue filming and defend his rights.
State of crime.
I don't know you want.
Did you witness a crime?
I don't know you.
Did you witness a crime?
I don't know your intentions, sir.
If you don't witness a crime, you have no authority over me.
I don't know your intentions. I say
You wanna be
step
rude?
away
Let's
from
be
the
rude.
cars. I say step
Please
away
don't
from
touch
the
me.
cars.
Are you getting in the
Step
car?
away from the cars.
I'm having a conversation.
You're not having a conversation.
Did you witness a crime?
I don't know what.
Yes or no? Yes or no? You don't know what anybody's. You didn't ask me my intentions.
I'm not looking into people's
And you see
cars.
what I'm doing.
I'm not looking into people's
These
cars.
is our cars.
Sir.
New York Police Department. That means New York
That's
owns
fine,
it.
sir.
That means my
You're not
tax dollars
looking
pay
inside
for
the
it.
cars. I
You
don't
can't
know
tell me
your
what to do.
intentions. I don't know.
I'm not. Am I detained?
All right, sir. And then,
Am I committing a crime?
sir, don't look inside.
That means you have no authority over me.
Sir.
I'm a free American, right?
All right, that's fine.
So why don't you
All I
respect my
said-
rights?
All I said was
Right now I'm
stay
protected.
away from the cars.
Right now I'm protected by 3 people, 2 sergeants. I'm protected
That's fine, sir.
because I'm exercising my rights in
All I
public.
said was
So why are you
stop
not protecting
looking
me?
inside the car.
Why would you tell me that?
I said stop.
Why would you tell me that?
I did say that.
Why?
I said because you cannot be looking.
Says
inside the
who?
cars. All right, sir.
Is there a law against
Are you
it?
done? Are you done
Am I committing a crime?
Are you done recording, sir?
Why you guys don't let her know that I'm not doing anything wrong?
Recording?
No, she came out mad nasty, bossing me around, telling me I can't look at.
I said step away.
So watch. If I commit a crime, arrest me. If I commit a crime, you arrest me. I'm not committing a crime. I'm free. No, I didn't say nothing to you, ma'am. I didn't say nothing to you. You just can't control your ego. Your ego's all the way up here. You just have to say something to me, right? All I do is point the camera, ma'am. You expose your own attitude. I didn't give you that attitude. Did I give you that ego?
You know what you were doing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
You know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, are you done?
I'm testing to see if my employees, because you work for me, respect my rights in public, and clearly you don't.
Are you done?
Clearly you don't. Are you done trying to intimidate me?
I'm not.
Are you done trying to boss me around?
Are you done, sir?
You're trying to bully me out of my rights. No, I'm gonna be here for like 20 more minutes recording the cars. There you go. Excuse me. Trying to bully me out of my First Amendment right. Of course I.
A second officer enters the scene, escalating the situation further. She adopts a more aggressive tone, ordering the journalist to step away from vehicles and accusing him of inappropriate behavior. The journalist refuses, repeatedly asking whether he has committed a crime. Despite her insistence, no clear legal justification is provided. The interaction becomes chaotic, with overlapping dialogue, raised voices, and visible frustration. The journalist continues recording, framing the moment as evidence of what he perceives to be unlawful enforcement.
We're not allowed to park the cars on the sidewalk. Should I call the Department of Justice? Should I call the DOJ and let them know that the 44th precinct is still parking on the sidewalk? Yeah, just go back to work. Lose the ego. You done? I need your card. That's a right to know act. That's a law. I need your card. Yeah, I need her card. So she tried to get me unlawful orders. Let me, so excuse me. I just need her card. That's it. I'm not a threat, sir. Clearly, my hands are full, right? I'm not detained. I can move anywhere. I'm not detained. I can move anywhere, sir. Have situational awareness, okay? Stay right there. Have situational awareness. If I break in, then arrest me. That's it. Give me a card. They shouldn't even be parking on the sidewalk. Why didn't you enforce the law? I need her card. I don't even know who she is. Y'all don't enforce the law around here? Can I get your card? You want to break the law too? You want to break the law too? I need your card.
In the final moments, the confrontation reaches its peak. The journalist openly accuses the officers of abusing their authority and acting out of ego rather than law. He challenges them to arrest him if they believe a crime has been committed, demonstrating confidence in his legal position. The officers hesitate, unable to clearly articulate a lawful basis for detention. As the situation stalls, the power dynamic shifts. What began as questioning turns into a public display of accountability, leaving the encounter unresolved but deeply revealing.